Hello, friends. Today we're going to look at how to add captions to figures in Microsoft Word and then group them together so they can be moved as one object instead of breaking apart when moved. In Word, figures refer to charts, graphs, pictures, shapes, word art, and other drawing objects. These steps don't apply to tables, so we'll cover this topic for tables in a separate tutorial. First, we'll change the figure layout so it can be moved freely within the document. Then we'll insert the caption. Next, we'll group the caption with the figure. Finally, we'll move the figure and caption together and update the figure numbers. Today I'll be using Word for Microsoft 365 on PC and Mac. This process is similar in the recent non-subscription versions of the software. These steps don't apply to Word for the web or Word for mobile. It's important to change the figure layout, as we'll do in this section, before inserting your caption. Otherwise, you won't be able to group the figure and caption together. To begin, select the figure. Then select the Format tab in the ribbon, followed by Wrap Text in the Arrange group. Depending on the type of figure, Mac users may need to select Arrange first and then Wrap Text. Next, choose Square or Type from the drop-down menu. Ensure that Inline with Text is not selected. If you're on a PC, you can also choose Square or Type from the Layout Options shortcut menu that appears next to the figure. Your figure should now be ready to be captioned. To add the caption, right-click the figure on a PC or Control-click the figure on a Mac and choose Insert Caption from the shortcut menu. Alternatively, select the figure, select the References tab in the ribbon, and then select Insert Caption in the Captions group. When the Caption dialog box appears, select Figure in the Label menu. Then choose Below Selected Item or Above Selected Item in the Position menu. Figure captions commonly appear below the figure, so that's what I'm going to choose today. However, check your style guide or other formatting requirements before choosing your position. Next, type a period if desired and a space, followed by your caption text after the figure number in the caption box. When you're finished, select the OK button. Your caption should now appear in its own text box near the figure. Figures and captions need to be grouped together so they'll stay connected when moved throughout your document instead of coming apart as two separate objects. To begin the grouping, select the caption text box and then hold the Shift key as you select the figure so they're both selected at the same time. Next, right-click the selection on a PC or Control-click the selection on a Mac, and then choose Group from the shortcut menu, followed by Group from the submenu. The grouped figure and caption can now be moved, resized, and copied as a single object. To move it, click and hold near the border of the group as you drag it to its new location in the document. You can also select the group and then use the arrow keys on your keyboard for small position adjustments. Word doesn't always automatically update figure numbers when you move a grouped figure and caption. However, you can update the figure numbers whenever you need to. If you're on a PC, select the Home tab in the ribbon, and then place your cursor inside one of the figure captions. Next, select Select in the Editing group. From there, choose Select Text with Similar Formatting from the drop-down menu. An alternative method is to select Ctrl plus A to select the whole document. Use this method cautiously, however, if your document contains other fields that you don't want to update. Now, right-click the selected caption and select Update Field from the shortcut menu. Afterwards, your figure numbers should all be updated. Mac users can't update all the figure numbers without ungrouping the figures and captions. However, you can update each figure number manually by selecting and then Control-clicking the figure number. And then select Update Field from the shortcut menu. That individual figure number should be updated, and you can repeat the process as necessary. And as always, remember to save your file to save your changes. All the steps we just performed are listed on my website at erinwritewriting.com, which is linked in the description box below, along with my complete playlist, How to Use Microsoft Word and How to Use Word for Mac. If you found today's video helpful, please leave me a comment with any other writing-related software topics you'd like me to cover in the future. Subscribe to my channel so you don't miss upcoming tutorials, and of course I'd appreciate a big thumbs up. Thank you so much for watching.